conference will now be recorded.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope my voice is audible to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I've sent one more file into your WhatsApp group that can be checked later. First, we'll finish off the existing exercises and then we'll start up the new ones. So I hope all of you are ready. You have opened your Excel file. So yesterday we had discussed about the lookup function. So I'll just share the screen so that we can start off. So I've shared the screen with you, and we are into this VLOOKUP function. So in the last class, we had solved a simple exercise on VLOOKUP. Okay. So today we are going to solve a detailed or a big case study. It's not that big. It's very easy to solve. But anyways, it's more. I mean, you've got a lot of information here. So here, as I've discussed in the last class, we have the uh, list of employees and their respective employee IDs, okay, their gender and the age. So here I have given a criteria that name and age has to be found out of these employee IDs. So four employee IDs have been given. So these employee IDs belongs to which employee and their respective age. So how you can do this by using the VLOOKUP function. Yes. So let me solve the first one. Equals to VLOOKUP. Okay, so your criteria is this, the employee ID, comma. So now you're going to select the entire table. As I've told you, please, if you have serial numbers, don't consider that column. Leaving the serial numbers from the employee ID till the age, you're going to consider. So from here, you're going to select your table. Okay. From here, from employee ID till age, your database, comma. And now you have to get the name of that employee whose ID is this 982118133. So now name comes in which column number as per you? Is it column number 2
Two.
or column number 3? Column
Column
number
number two, ma'am. Three.
3 or 2. So a few of say 3, a few
Should
of them
two.
say
It should
2.
come in two.
Okay. So I take column number 2, comma, and it is false. Yes, it is Hobbs and Patsy. So now you can just make out, okay? Why it is column number 2 is now my database is from employee ID till age. So your serial number will not come into picture. My criteria is only this much, these 4 columns. So in these 4 columns, the name will stand in the second column. So it will be column number 2, not 3. Suppose if I'm selecting the entire table from serial number till the age, then it will be 3. But I am considering from employee ID till the age, so it will be 2. So same thing, you can do it for age. So equals to, again, we look up value, and then again select the table, comma. So again, age comes in the 4th column, comma, it is false. Yes. So you can just cross check the answer. Yes, it is 21. So same thing can be done for the rest. Now if you feel like fine, I'll use that fill handle series, it'll come like this. As I've told you in the last class, Every time the fill handle series cannot be used, because you won't get the correct answers, in at every time. So kindly please work out for the rest of the cases. I hope you can do it. So quickly work out for the rest of the employee IDs. I hope it's clear. In case if you want me to repeat it, I'll repeat it again if you have any doubts. Otherwise, you can just complete this exercise now.
Ma'am, can you please repeat?
Okay, I'll repeat it. Now see here, we have to get the name of the employee as well as their respective age. Okay. So using the VLOOKUP function, how we can get the result? So equals to VLOOKUP. So first we have to consider the lookup value. The lookup value is nothing but your criteria. So this is the criteria. Employee ID. Select that cell. Put a comma. Now you have to select the table. Now the table will be considered leaving the serial numbers. Serial numbers are usually not considered. So you're considering from the employee ID column till the age. So leaving the serial number. Okay, so these four columns will be considered as the table, as your database, comma. Now, now from the column from the table what you have considered, the name column is the second column. Now employee ID becomes the first column, name becomes the second column, gender becomes the third column, age becomes the fourth column. So your name is placed in the second column, so it will be 2, comma, and since you want the exact result, as I've told you in the last class, type false and close the brackets and press enter. You get the answer, Hobbs and Patsy. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can work out for the rest.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I did the first two, but I'm not getting the third one when I just use the VLOOKUP function, same format how I used for the first two one.
Oh, you'll be able to get it for the last two, is it?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am, for the third one, I'm not getting it.
I think yeah, there's some small. 1 second.
There is no employee ID.
Huh.
Those two employees ID are not there.
So third one you can just place one more. I think here there's some error. One give me. So you can just replace one of them from here. You can just take one. See what I'm doing here. You can just place one employee ID like this, and now we can just work out. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, that can be done.
Ma'am, could you show what you did for age? Because
Yep.
I'm not
Yeah, I'll show
getting.
you. Equals to VLOOKUP. You look up value, employee ID, comma, then again the table from employee ID till the age, comma. Now the age will come in the fourth column. See, employee ID is the first column, name second, gender third, age will become the fourth column. So it will be column number 4, comma, and it is false. So you get the age calculated. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I've just left the function displayed for age VLOOKUP. You can just cross check and you can just work out on your system. Yes, are you done?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So you've got the answers for all the cases. Okay. Now, now after working on this VLOOKUP function, your HLOOKUP becomes easier. H is horizontal lookup. The procedure is the same, but in a horizontal way, you're going to see the data. That's it. No difference. Not that much. So the next file is HLOOKUP. Now see HLOOKUP. See, company name is blue, okay, and you have to find out what is the cost. For one I've given, you can just remove that. You can just remove that. Just click on that cell, what I've given as 9,400. Just go to clear contents and just remove that answer. So you can do it now. Okay, so what you can observe here is, see, company name is blue. Okay, the sales made by the company and the cost incurred both has been given for everything. Now, for company name blue, company name red, orange, pink, and black. So, totally we have five companies, and for all these five companies, what sales has been made and what cost has been incurred. Okay, yeah, this information has been given to you. Now, for company name blue, you have to find out the cost. I'll repeat again. Now we have totally five companies: orange, red, blue, pink, and black. Okay. So for all these five companies, the total revenue generated has been given as well as the cost incurred for each company. So you have to find out the cost for company name blue. So now you cannot consider this table. This is a vertical table. This is for VLOOKUP. So you have to consider this table, which is your horizontal table. That's all. That is the only difference. See, we just put an arrow mark here for the second case you can make out. So here equals to H lookup, horizontal lookup. Okay, your lookup value has to be blue, comma. Now select your entire table, not that table, this table, the second table, comma. So the cost will come in which row? That was column. Column number 1, column number 2, 3, and 4. Now this will become row. So row 1, row 2, row 3. So your cost is reflected in which row? It is
Row
Third row.
3.
third row. Good. So it is 3, comma, and false. And then shift key, close the brackets, press enter, you get the result. That's it. So there it is column wise. Here it becomes row. So same thing you can do for pink as well. Find out the cost. Quickly keep. You can finish off this. I'll just elaborate this. Yeah.
Ma'am, can you repeat once again, ma'am?
Okay. Equals to H lookup. Double click on the function. Okay. So your lookup value has to be the criteria. Company name blue. That cell you're going to select. Then put a comma. Now select the entire table. You're not going to select this table. This is a vertical table. Select the horizontal table. So from here till here, the entire table. Then comma. Now cost is reflected in the third row. See, company becomes the first row, sales becomes the second row, cost becomes the third. Now you want to know the cost actually. So cost becomes the third row. So it will be 3, comma, and now you have to give it as false. And then shift key, close the brackets, press enter, and you get the result. So the cost of company blue is 9,400. So you can just make out your rule. Hope it's clear, pa.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Same thing you can do for pink as well. Find out the cost. Is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So the next concept we go is cell referencing. Okay. Now what is the cell referencing? I've given you here two cases. Okay. Okay. So one I've just the first case I'll just explain you. Now here we have got the list of the banks. Okay, who are our clients? Who are our clients? And the total amount of sales, the revenue generated from the services offered by us. Okay, so I'll repeat again. Now we have got totally 7 banks as our clients, and we have offered them services, and the total revenue generated from the services offered is given in the amount column. Okay, so here we are allowing a discount of 5% on these potential sales. Okay, so now what is the discounted value is what we are going to see here. That's called as cell referencing. So how we are going to operate this, and we have to get the answers in respect of all the banks. Now for the first bank, that is ICICI Bank, is what I'm going to show you now. See, equals to, how do you calculate the discounted value? Sales amount into discount 5% and press enter. So the discounted value is 600. So we are going to allow a discount of 600 on the total amount. So I'll repeat again, equals to sales amount into discount. Press enter. Okay, now we have calculated for the first bank. Now for the rest of the banks, what we are supposed to do usually, we have got
Drag.
the answer. Okay, so we're going to drag. We are going to use that fill handle series now. So what do? I drag it for the rest of the banks. What happened? I've got 3 zeros, I've got a value, I've got a hashtag. So what has happened here? Some value I've got 600 here, I've got, which is a numerous value.
We need to freeze the cell.
So what happens is we cannot do this. So equals to 12,000 into 5%. What we have done, it's correct. So here we need to freeze one of the cells. That freezing is nothing but we are going to refer the cell which has been frequently used in our calculations, and that cell is what we are going to freeze. Okay, and one more thing, why it doesn't apply now, if you see this, I do 12,000 into 5% here, and if I try to drag, it will not come. But if I go for the let's say if I have to calculate the sum total, moment I drag, it appears for the rest. And there are so many examples as such. So here if you see, your discount percentage is in B6 while your amount is in B11. So we have the placement issues of the cell. Okay, and very important is, if I try to exhibit by doing 12,000 into 5 and drag the, for the rest of the banks, it will not appear because of the position issues or the placement issues. Henceforth, we have to freeze the cell. So which cell we are going to freeze? Which is being frequently used. And that frequency, where it happens, this 5%. Frequency in the sense, the common cell. That common cell is nothing but this B6, which is 5%, because it'll be like 12,000 into 5, 5,600 into 5, 8,900 into 5, 4,598 into 5, 22,333 into 5, like that. It goes on. So my common factor here is 5%. So that 5% has to be freezed, okay, and not this. So what will I do is, I have already calculated the discounted value for ICICI Bank. I'm going to double click on the same, okay, and your B11 is 12,000, B6 is 5%. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to place my cursor in B6, and if you're using your laptops, you have to use Fn and F4 together. F4 is a functional key which you can observe in your keyboard. Okay, if you're using your desktop, you can directly use F4. If you're using your laptop, you have to press Fn and F4 together. So what happens? F4 is a shortcut key for freezing. Okay, so moment you press F4 once, only once, you are going to freeze this cell. Okay, B6. And now you press enter. Your value is determined, and now you drag for the rest of the banks. You're going to get the answer. Okay, so this is how we calculate the discounted value. I'll repeat it again for the ones for the ones that's not clear. Okay, so your B6 you have multiplied and you have got the answer. So now what happens, if you try, you'll get like this answer, which is not the correct one. So you have to freeze here B6, which is a common factor here for calculating the discounted value. So I'm going to double click on this answer, and I'm going to place my cursor on B6. Okay, and now I'm going to press F4 to freeze. I'm going to use F4 only once, not twice or thrice, and press enter. Okay, and now holding my C11, I'm going to drag for the rest, and I'm going to get the answers. This is nothing but called as cell referencing in Excel. So kindly finish this. Is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. Now for the case 2 also, the same thing can be done, but here a small twist is there. Okay, so here now I have given the list of banks again the amount, but here we are having here 4 discount: 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20%. Now in this case, now both the cells become common now. See here, in this case, what happened was we had one common factor, 5%, but here we have both. Amount also becomes common because we have to keep on multiplying with the percentage of discount being given here. So the frequency is higher in this case, but in that case it was not. So here we are in the position to freeze both the cells now, this cell as well as this, B as well as C. So see here, equals to 12,000 into 5%. I get as 600. Okay, so if I drag, is it the correct value? No. 12,000 to 10% cannot be 60. 12,000 to 15% cannot be 9, and 20% cannot be 1.8. It's a wrong answer. So here, what has to be done? Okay, you are going to freeze both the cells, that is B as well as C. Okay, so your B you're going to put up in the upfront freezing, that is press F4 once, twice, and thrice. Third time you're going to leave it and place your cursor in C25 and press F4 once, twice, and you lock it. And now press enter. And now you're going to drag it. Now you'll get the answer for all the columns. And now you can drag it vertically, horizontally, in any way. Like this also you can drag, or at a stretch also you can drag. Anyhow you can do it. See, you get the answers. Yes. So hardly within a short span of time, I was able to complete the entire table. So here you have to freeze in both the cases. In this case, you're going to freeze only once. But here it is like twice. So this is how you're going to put up. So you have to freeze the B as well as the C cell here. Hope it's clear. If you want me to repeat it, I'll repeat it again in case it's not clear.
Can you repeat it again, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. See, I'll just clear the contents. Now, the same procedure repeats here, but freezing pattern differs. I'll repeat it. Procedure to calculate the discounted value remains the same, but the freezing pattern differs. So here, because very important, amount and discount both become common now. Both are required for the calculation of the discounted value, since we have four four types of discounts, which is 5, 10, 15, and 20% of different values. So here you're going to freeze both. So how you're going to start is equals to 12,000 into 5% as usual, and you press enter. You get 600. So if you try to fill up the entire table, you will not get. You're going to get the same result as in the previous case. So here, what you're supposed to do is you're going to freeze both B and C. So B you're going to freeze, okay, first, and then C next. So use your F4 to freeze B first, okay, and place your cursor in C25 and then freeze your C. And then press enter. So 3 times you're going to use. See, I'll repeat it again. Your calculation will be like this, right? This is your case. So I'm going to double click on the cell and place my cursor on B28 and press F4 once, twice, thrice. So third time I'm going to lock. Now placing my cursor on C25, again press F4 once, second time I'm going to lock, and now press enter, and now you can drag the values. See, that's all. You're going to get the answer. I hope it's clear. Yeah. So you can kindly finish off this exercise. I've just expanded the function, if you can observe in the screen.
In the first row, I'm getting 630, 1.5, and 0.075, ma'am.
With the decimals you're getting, you're telling.
Yes, ma'am.
So in case if you're getting somewhat like this, what you can do is you can just shrink it. But here you can directly, because I've already freezed it. Well, give me a second. So what you can do is, the decimal should not come actually. I don't know why it's coming for you. So equals to 12,000 into. So you're going to do like this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So see, it will somewhat come in this way. So this, if you go to general, and you can just change your number formatting. In case if you're getting like that, click on that 600 cell. In your number formatting, you have, see, it is showing as general here. This is number formatting column. Just click on the drop down menu and select as general, no specific format. It will take this value. Because usually decimals cannot come here. If you get some scientific calculations, you can use this. General or number. Works. Try it out and tell me. Yes. Are all of you done? Do you
Yes,
have?
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So now we have finished off the Excel file 1. So the file 2 which I have sent you, if you can download and please open that file which I have sent you in the evening today, marked as MCC FM today's date. Please mute. Please mute. No disturbance, please. So is the second Excel file open? Okay.
Ma'am.
Yeah. So now we have the first sheet, which is left, right, and mid. So this how we are going to do it. Okay. Now we are going to count the characters based on the positioning. Okay. Now we have got 3 exercise, which is left, right, and the middle. Now from the left side, how many characters we want? We can do that by applying this left function. Right, from the right side of the text, how many characters we want, we have to consider that can be done by the right from with the help of the right function. And the mid, so from the middle, how many characters you want can be done. So I'll just show you with the first one. Now see, I go for Ronnie 3707. So left equals to left. I will select this text. It is a very easy one. Left, select the text, comma. Now from the left side, I want 3 characters. So I'll just type 3. Shift key, close the brackets. Press enter. Like this. So I'll repeat again. Equals to left, open the brackets, select the text, comma. Now from the left side, how many characters you want? 3. Shift key, close the brackets, and press enter. So from the left side of the text, 3 characters are taken into account. Again, from the right side, right, select the word, comma. From the right side, I want 4. So shift key, close the brackets, and please don't drag here, because please put different criteria, 2 characters, 3 characters. It is then you get to know the concept. So everywhere that fill handle series should not be applied. And the mid is very important. Please observe the mid one, equals to mid. Double click on mid. First select the text as usual, comma. Please observe carefully. Now from the 4th character, I want 4 characters. From the 4th character, I want 4 characters. Shift key, close the brackets, and press enter. you're able to make out. From the fourth character, I want 4 characters. That's mid. So first in the mid function, you're going to select the word first, which is Ronnie 3707. That is element A2. Place a comma. Now from the fourth character, fourth means see, R becomes the first character, O second character, N third character, one more N becomes the fourth character. From the fourth character, I want 4 characters. So how many 4 characters? Now the fourth character itself becomes one of the characters. So N, Y, and can you see middle the spacing is there? That is also one of the characters. You can't leave the spacing here. So N, Y, space and 3. So then you're going to get the 4 characters for mid here. That's how you work on mid. Okay, so left and right is pretty easy, but mid you have to do it very carefully. So again, go for the second one for mid. See mid. I select this text sun 4336, comma. Now from the first character, I want 3 characters. From the first character, I want 3 characters. So what should be the answer?
Sun.
Yes. So I hope this exercise is clear. Left, right, and mid. In case if you have doubts, if you're unable to understand, I will repeat it again. In case if it is clear, you can complete this exercise.
Can you explain mid once more, ma'am, for the first one?
Yes, Masha. Now see, equals to mid. Select the text first. Okay, Ronnie 3707, comma. Now, let's say I want from the second character, I want 4 characters. From the second character, I want 4 characters. So my second character is what? Which is O. So what I do from the second character, so I've placed as 2 there. Again place a comma. I want 4 characters. So from the second, it has to consider 4 characters. From the second character, 4 characters I want, which means the second character is also one of the 4 characters here. Okay, so then shift key, close the brackets and press enter. So you get O, N and Y only.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, pa.
can you repeat for the mid, which is second one?
Sun, huh?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Equals to mid. Select the text, comma. Now, let's say from the fifth character, I want 3 characters. Fifth character, I want 3 characters. Now, which is the fifth character? So S becomes the first character, U is the second, N third, space bar becomes the fourth, fifth becomes 4. Okay, shift key, close the brackets. It is 433 because space bar is also one of the characters. You cannot leave the space bar. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the mid.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, are you done? Do you want some more time? If you're done, you can react, or you can just say yes. If you're not, if you want some more time, I'll give you, no problem. Or if you're done, because why sufficient time is being given, I'm not hurrying up, because simultaneously, if you do for you also, there'll be a lot amount of clarity. So then I'll proceed to the next function, which is a lookup function. I hope it's clear, right? Left, right, and mid. I hope there are no issues for you,
No,
especially with.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now I'll go to the lookup after left, right, and mid. Okay. So now you have done your V lookup and the H lookup, right? Now it is only lookup. No V, no H. Only lookup. So this is how you're going to work. Now I've given you two cases. Case 1, I will teach you. Case 2, I want you to do. If you're not able to do, then I will teach you. Okay? Make a try for case 2. Case 1, I will show you. Now here, case 1, see, we have a table here. We have the percentage of impurities in coal and the grade. So if it is, what do you say? See, and also you have grades here. It is more than equal to 0.00%, it's A1, 2% A2, 5% A3, 8% it is A4, 10% A5, 15% it is Z. So now I'll give a percentage as 8.5%. Okay, 8.5 percentage. So now if the 8.5 percentage, what grade should be, what grade should come actually if it is 8.5? Your answer has to be somewhere around A4. Yes, 8.5, it is A4. So applying the only lookup equals to lookup. Select the lookup value, which is 8.5%, comma. Now select your criteria. You can do table wise also you can do column wise. So grade and the percentage of impurities will be selected. It's very easy. Shift key, close the brackets and press enter. So your answer is A4. Yes. Now suppose I change from 8.5, let's say, to 2.5. Correct? It is A2. So how you used to see the VLOOKUP, same thing comes for only lookup. Okay. So I'll repeat it again. The lookup function, C, equals to lookup. Okay, select the lookup value. Now 2.5 given here as a lookup value. Select that lookup value, comma. Now select your database. Suppose if you're selecting the entire table, it will come like this. Shift key, close the brackets and press enter. It will be A2. So anyhow you can do it. You can select column wise, you can select the entire table. How you used to do for VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Anything works. Now here there is no like true or false. It's only this. Okay, so this is your case 1. Okay, you can try it out. Put different percentage. Now give it as 2.5. You try it for 6.5, 8.5. So you just change here. Make it to 7.8 percentage. 7.8, how much I should get? Approximately 8.3. It comes in between actually. Okay, it's not exactly 8, so it comes into the lesser part, which is 8.3. Okay, so also case 2, I've given a grading. Now see, grading, see here. See, I've given. Now see, the marks are there. And what is the grade? Now see, if it is 0, it is fail. If it is 40, it is pass, which you know out of 140 becomes the passing mark. Of course, passing criteria differs. Okay, sometimes it is 35, sometimes it is 40, but usually it is 40 for 100, and 90 is a distinction. So now I've given you 3 criteria here: 100, 5, and 60. Now you have to get the result here. Whether it is what for, if it is 100, what is the result? If it is 5, what is the result? If it is 60, what is the result? So kindly work on this first, case 1, and then you can try case 2. If you're unable to get, then I'll guide you for case 2. Okay, so try it out. Case 1. Try the case 1 first.
Ma'am, I couldn't understand. Could you teach me again?
Yes, ma'am. Now see, we have to calculate, or rather we have to find out what grade applies for the percentage of impurities being given. Now, if the percentage of impurities is 7.8%, what is the grade allotted for the same? Okay, so how do we get this? By using the lookup function. Now here already we have got a database. If the percentage of impurities in coal is more than equal to or greater than equal to 0.00%, it is A1. So the impurities is it's almost nil. If it is 2%, it is grade A2, 5% A3, 8% A4, 10% A5, 15% is Z. Now suppose if it is 7.8% percentage of impurities, so what grade will it get? So equals to look up, select this percentage of impurities as my criteria, comma. Now select the table, this entire table, and then shift key, close the brackets and press enter. So which means if it is 7.8% as a percentage of impurities, it will be allotted as A3 as the grade. Okay, so like that you're going to find out. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can try it for the case 2 as well, where I've given the grade and the marks.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, when I did with the case two,
Ah,
uh, first one I did for the 100,
ah,
but automatically I just used the auto series.
ah.
But it shows the NA. It is not showing that whether it is fail or pass or distinction. So we need to individually type that look function or what, ma'am?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Because see here the fill handle series won't work. As I've told you when I explained that we look up only, I told you fill handle series will not work in every case. So don't use it. See, equals to, now see I do the lookup function. Okay, this is my criteria, comma. Now I select this table here. Now shift key, close the brackets. So which means 100 marks means it is distinction, correct. Now if I drag it for the rest, I get any only. Because criteria differs. I cannot exhibit the same one. So here again I have to work out separately. C equals to lookup. Fill handle will not work in every case. 5, comma. Now select the entire table and then close brackets. So which means 5 is fail. Correct. No, 0 is fail. So 60. It's an in between value. So equals to lookup. Select the criteria, comma, then the table database. Correct. So every time you can't use that. So it is a reminder for all of us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, are you able to get case 2? Are you able to solve case 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So are all of you done with the lookup functions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, done. So you have done with the complete lookup case, lookup, VLOOKUP, and the HLOOKUP. Now we'll go for an easy one, okay, which is your count. See, here count is a very simple function. Now we have count, count A, and count blank. So I have just given you a database where we have the list of the item names, stationery items, and the units. Now for book, it's nil. Pencil, nothing is being given. Pen, I have given some hashtag. Eraser, 4 erasers. Notebook, 1. Sketch pen, again, nothing is there. Sharpener, 4 sharpeners. Charts, not in stock. Name labels, 50 is there. Bag, 1 is there. It's a mix of all. Okay. It's a mix of numbers, it's a mix of symbols, it's a mix of characters, words, everything. So now, how does count, count A, and count blank work? Now see, equals to, so I'll come to the count function here. Okay, equals to count, and I'm going to select from here the units column. Shift key, close the brackets. So it is showing as 5. So what do we mean by 5 as a result? 5 means count will consider only those cells which are having numerical values. I'll repeat again. Count is a function which considers only those cells which have numerical values or which are integer cells. Okay, so if you observe this, what do you say? The units column. Now, how many columns have numerical values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is your count function. Now, what is count A? Let us come to know what is count A. Count A. Again, the same criteria. The units column. Shift key, close the brackets. 7. So I'm getting the answer as 7. So what does the 7 mean? So 7 means now here 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are there. But why it is showing as 7? 7 considers what? Now we have how many blank cells? We have 1, 2, 3 blank cells. Correct? So out of 10, correct, 10 are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 10 cells, we have total blank cells as 3. So if you remove 3 blank cells, what is the answer you're going to get? It is 7. So 7 means 7 cells have been utilized. 7 cells have values, whether it has a numerical value, whether it has a special character, whether it has text. Irrespective of that, it will count those cells which have been used or which have been utilized. That is count A. So what is the difference between count and count A? Count is a function which will consider only those cells which have only numerical values. No special characters, no symbols, no hashtag, no text, nothing. Only numerical values. But count A is a function which counts or considers only those cells, okay, which have been used, irrespective of whatever has been filled up in that cell, leaving the blank cells. Okay, now what is count blank? The name only suggests how many blank cells do we have in that database. That's all. So that is again equals to count blank. Now see, again I'm going to select, shift key, close the brackets, press enter. Yes, so we have 3 blank cells. Accepted. 1, 2 and 3. That's all. I hope it's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So please work on the same. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. It will take a very short time. Now count if I'll be teaching you later. I've left that sheet blank. Let it be as it is. Countif and the countif and the sumif. We can come to the transpose actually. Okay, transpose is a special pasting in Excel. So usually we have 3 to 6 types of pasting in Word or PowerPoint, but here you have 8 to 15 types of pasting. A few are repeated actually. Okay, so you will get to know what is a transpose paste. Now it is just a pasting. There's nothing to work here. You're going to select this table. Okay, copy. Okay, and then you can paste it here or anywhere. It is left to you. Can you see under your home tab your first option of paste? So how many types of pasting you having here? Okay, so here can you observe in the first part the last one? Okay, can you see that arrow mark here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so just click on that transpose. Yes, that's how. So that's how you're going to apply your transpose.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Yes, ma'am. See, pa here, you're going to select this table, Control C, copy the table, then go to paste. So you have numerous types of pasting in Excel. In the first part, if you can see these arrow marks here, that's called as transport, where it will convert your vertical table into a horizontal table, vice versa. So select the transpose. Once again, I have to select the place to paste here. Select the place to paste and then go to transpose. This is how your table is going to get pasted. You're able to do the transpose pasting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So till now, are all the exercises clear for you? Till now worked out? Till now, except your countif. Countif we'll work off in the next class. It's a very interesting function. Okay. Okay. Now here, the last one, you're going to do it and we're going to stop here. Okay. Please go to that sum if sheet. Or in case if you have any doubts, anything to ask, I'll put on that 4 minutes for you instead of working on some other exercise. If you have anything to ask, if you want to work out, complete anything, you can go for the last 4 minutes. Hope everything is going in a good way.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I have one doubt.
Yes, but tell me.
I don't know, in my sheet, the previous sheet which we did, the potential sales cell
Ah,
referencing, the
ah,
case 2 I'm not getting, ma'am. If I drag it, it's coming like if the first answer is 600,
ah.
if I drag also, the same formula is repeating. It's not changing. I did it several times.
No, but did you freeze it actually?
Yeah, I freezed it, but I
Ah.
didn't do it like that F4 or something. I just put the dollar sign.
No,
Maybe.
no, you have to freeze it. It's not putting dollar sign there. You have to freeze it here using F4. If you don't freeze it, if you drag, you'll not get the answer. You have
Can you
to
repeat
freeze.
that freezing,
Yeah,
ma'am? Because
I,
that F4, I
yeah,
didn't get it.
I'm in the same sheet only. See, look here, look at the
Yeah.
screen. Because Excel will not act according to RTOs. You have to be very careful with Excel. Even one equal to sign if you forgot or one comma you forget, you won't get the result in Excel. Excel is a very sensitive tool comparatively to Word, PowerPoint, or any other tool. Excel is very sensitive. You have to be very, very careful. See here, equals to, now see, 12,000 into 5% you do normal. And you press enter, you get 600. Okay, so double click on that 600 and then first you have to freeze B28. So that will be in the upfront. So what you do it is you place your cursor on B28. You come here and you have to press F4. It's not a dollar sign you're going to give. You have to press F4 thrice. Third time you're going to lock. Once, twice, thrice. Thrice you locked. You freezed it. Once, twice, thrice. Keep on pressing F4 three times. Third time you stop. So you freezed B28. Now take your mouse and come to C25. Place your cursor on C25. Again press F4 once, twice. You stop. So second time you lock C. Okay, so this is how you're going to freeze both the cells. And after you freeze, you press enter. And now you drag. It will automatically come.
Why do we do it twice and thrice?
No, because why? Because B and C, the cell referencing is different. Now for B and C, we can't freeze the same way. You won't get the result actually. So B is always on the upfront, on the first side. C is on the second side. We're going to freeze. So then you're going to get the answer. Both on the same platform, if you freeze, you will not get the correct result. For that purpose only, we freeze B in the first part and C in the second part. That's all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Any other doubt? Yes, but you try it out. I think you should be able to get now. Fine. So we'll do one
Excuse
thing.
me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, every time are we supposed to freeze it thrice and twice?
No, it depends upon the case study. See, in the first case, what we did, we freezed only once because it was a one common factor. Here, there are two common factors. So it depends upon the case. How the case
Okay.
is, your freezing pattern will differ.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other question?
Oh,
So okay, so we'll wind up the session for today. So tomorrow we'll continue with that count if, sum if, and the rest. Okay, and then we'll start something new tomorrow. Okay, fine, Pa. So see you tomorrow. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.